Elijah Smith confident ahead of UFC Fight Night bout against Toshiomi Kazama. Elijah Smith balances on the line of cocky and humility like an aerial artist. The UFC bantamweight boasts an 8-1 record and a six-bout winning streak ahead of his fight Saturday in Las Vegas at UFC APEX against Toshiomi Kazama. But Smith's opponent, nicknamed the Silent Finisher, has an 11-4 record and 6 submission finishes. A tremendous nickname, Smith says yes, but it's not enough to rattle a former Sierra High School stallion who will face Kazama on ESPN Plus during the preliminary rounds, which begin at 2 p.m. You're 11-4, you're the Silent Finisher, then show me, Smith said. As fighters, we all have egos. There's no fight I've gone into thinking I might lose this one. At the end of the day, if I go into a fight like that, I will lose. I like to look at Minnesota Timberwolves guard Anthony Edwards. He finds that thin line between cockiness and humbleness. He likes to walk that fine line, and so do I. Smith's unflappable confidence and relentless preparation continue to carve a path to success. Smith, who last lost in March 2023, ranks 62nd in the bantamweight division per Topology. But Smith's upcoming bout presents a wrinkle. The 135-pounder, who also played football at Sierra, normally views his fight preparation like he did during his time on the gridiron. How often in previous fights his opponent threw a jab, tried takedowns, and kicked. How many they attempted and when they used them are studied by Smith and his trainers. However, while the upcoming bout is Smith's 8th since 2023, this marks Kazama's 4th fight in that same period and 1st since August 10, 2024. The lack of recent tape on Kazama doesn't concern Smith and hasn't affected how he's prepared for his opponent. At the end of the day, we go out there and we fight, Smith said. We have a good game plan and what we think we're going to see. His last fight was a year ago, so I can only imagine that he's going to be better than he was. But fights never go how you plan them, so you always have to be ready for the unthinkable. During fight camps, Smith's father and trainer, Gilbert, attempts to eliminate the unthinkable and unexpected to allow his son to focus on his opponent. In his previous fight against Vince Morales, which Smith won via unanimous decision in Las Vegas in February, Gilbert said he and Smith's coaches, Dylan King and Justin Campos, scheduled training times, meetings, meals, and activities prior to the fight. We think about things he'll need before he thinks about those, Gilbert said. I generally know what he'll need, and my goal is to make sure he doesn't have to think much about anything outside of training or about the fight. He just needs to show up and put in work. Smith will battle for his 7th consecutive victory and doesn't want this fight to go the distance. After earning a pair of TKO victories against Jacob Kreitel and Josh Walker in 2024, Smith's 2 recent wins against Aaron Tao and Morales came via decision. Now Smith expects to win in spectacular fashion. I'd want to get it finished, Smith said. I'd want to make a statement whether that's a knockout, TKO, or submission. I don't want to leave it in the hands of the judges. People have seen me grind out 2 fights, but I want to put the statement out there that I am a finisher.